New Year! Happy New Year! Hi everyone, Krista here. Thanks for stopping by Books and Jams. Happy New Year. It is January 1st today, hopefully, when I'm posting this. So in honor of the New Year celebration, I'm wearing a sparkly shirt and a sparkly headband, just because why not? Let's have a little bit of fun with it. But today I'm going to be talking to you about one more stack of books that is going on my January TBR. We're going to call it a pile of possibilities, because at this point, it is unlikely that I will read all of the books I'm going to talk to you about today, as well as the books I need to read, as well as my flip and roll TBR. Who knows? I was able to get a little bit of overlap in the selections, but today you already know from the thumbnail, I'm talking about TBRathon. TBRathon is a wonderfully fun readathon hosted by Leandra from the TBR Zero. I will link her announcement down below because in her announcement, she explains all three of the games that you can play for TBRathon, which lasts all the way through the month of January. I discovered toward the end of last year that I'm a big fan of playing a board game for my TBR. I don't want to create my own. So when there's a readathon that has a board game, I'm in. Count me in. And look how adorable. I mean, Leandra outdid herself. All of her graphics are gorgeous. She's got merch as well. Pop over there if you can to check it out. It's not too late. So I decided I needed to play Paws and Bookshelves. I was not drawn in by the dogs. As you know, I'm not a huge animal person, but I was drawn in by the board game, and this is similar to Chutes and Ladders. I played through the game, and I'm just going to go through and tell you what I chose for each of the prompts that I landed on, and we are allowed to double up. So I did, and sometimes tripled up. So here we go. Here's roll number one. All right, here we have the game board. I'm gonna put my little owl on start here. I have my little note cards. I counted out. I cut one note card into 7 little strips. I'm hoping to get through this board in 7 or less books. We shall see. So let's go ahead and roll for our first book. We got a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I can choose to do winter setting or take the ladder up to 5-star prediction. I think I'm gonna stick with winter setting, honestly. Hopefully I'll get more ladders as the time goes by, but I'm gonna stick with winter setting. All right, for roll number 1, I landed on a winter setting. And so I chose The Sugar Queen by Sarah Addison Allen. This is an author I would like to read to zero. I haven't read anything by her though in over a year, but she writes the type of magical realism that I really enjoy. It's very charming and light, not dark and creepy and evil. So I really enjoy her magical realism in her books. This one does take place in winter. Josie Serini is sure of 3 things. Winter is her favorite season. So right off the bat, I know this fits that prompt perfectly. Plus it just looks delightful on there. This one is going to be about the tale of a young woman whose family secrets and secret passions are about to change her life forever. Brimming with warmth, wit, and a sprinkling of magic, here is a spellbinding tale of friendship, love, and the enchanting possibilities of every new day. I mean, it sounds like the perfect read for January. All right, let's see what I get for roll number 2. Roll number 2. Oh no. Title begins with the. Okay, so for roll number 2, I got title begins with the. And guess what I picked? That's right, The Sugar Queen. So already doubling up on prompts. Let's go right into the next one. All right, let's hope I get a better roll this time. Are you kidding me? What am I gonna do? Less than 300 pages. I guess at least it's an easy one. All right, for roll number 3, I got less than 300 pages, and this was a dog prompt. It helped me to collect one of the dogs, because that's part of the game if you are going to try to collect all the dogs. The Sugar Queen, once again, has 76 pages. This is going to complete that prompt as well, and that's going to be it. I'm not using this again, but it does complete rolls 1, 2, and 3 for me. I had to, guys. I had to. I had to. All right. Moving on. Yikes. All right. Come on, die. Do me a solid. How did I get 3 1s in a row? 3 in a row. Debut book is what we landed on. Oh my goodness. For roll number 4, I got a debut book. And for that, I'm very excited to pick up Welcome to the Hyunam Dong Bookshop. This is translated from Korean, and I am so excited to read this. It's kind of in that cozy, soft type of a book, a heartwarming story sold about finding acceptance in your life and the healing power of books. Welcome to the Hyunam Dong Bookshop is a gentle reminder that it's never too late to scrap the plot and start again. Sounds also very perfect for January. So that is my pick for number 4, a debut book. Let's see where we go next. Okay, well, let's see what we get for roll number 5 already. And I'm not just barely off the bottom row. 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I ended up landing on 5-star prediction anyway. For number 5, I was very excited to get a 5-star prediction that I could pick from my TBR that I've already made for my flip and roll TBR. And so I'm going to pick The Appeal by Janice Hallett. This will do double duty for the game and also my other TBR. And I'm so excited because I do think this is going to be a 5-star read. I really liked The Mysterious Case of the Alperton Angels. It wasn't 5 stars, but from what I've heard about this one, I think it will be. It's going to add that humor element that was missing in the other one. And also just everything that I've heard about it. I feel like I'm going to absolutely love it. So this fits for me for sure, a 5-star prediction. The Appeal by Janice Hallett. Okay, roll number 6. Big money, big money. All right, at least I skipped the books falling. Blue cover. Shouldn't be too hard. For number 6, blue cover, I again went to my TBR that I've already created, and I'm going to go ahead and put The Last Love Note on there. The majority of this is blue, just a little bit up here, and the letters are not, but even the back, most of it is blue. Fits perfectly. Already on my TBR. This is one of my Christmas Book Exchange books. I'm very excited to get to it right away. This one was from Sarah. The little summary paragraph on this one says, "The last love note will make readers laugh, cry, and renew their faith in the resilience of the human heart, recognizing that while you may never stop loving the one you lost, you can always find love again." I know I'm going to have the tissues ready for this one, but I'm very excited. I'm very excited to get it read in January. Oh, my lands. Roll number 7. I'm going to have to combine prompts, I think, but let's go ahead and do roll number 7. I'm probably going to pass this dog, so I might need to add genre blend into whatever prompt I get. We'll see. Give me a 6. I mean, it's just ridiculous now at this point. All right, well, genre blend. All right, for roll number 7, I got genre blend and also another little dog that I collected there. And for this one, I'm picking The Last Murder at the End of the World. This is one of my Once Upon a Book Club book boxes. And I'm going to have gifts to open when I read this. So there are places in here where there's a little post-it that says open your gift. So I'll get to pause the book and open a gift. I will be doing this with my patrons when I read The Many Daughters of Afang Moy. That is my Patreon book club book. This is one that didn't win the poll, but many of them wanted to read this one as well. So some of them probably will read this with me, but I may include this in a weekend vlog or something so you can see some of the gifts as I open them. But yeah, I'm excited for The Last Murder at the End of the World. Oh, and this to me is a genre blend because it's going to be a mystery, but I think it's also sci-fi. Outside the island, there is nothing. The world was destroyed by a fog that swept the planet, killing anyone that it touched. On the island, it's idyllic. 122 villagers, 3 scientists living in peaceful harmony. The villagers are content to farm, fish, and feast, to obey their nightly curfew, and to do what they're told by the scientists, until, to the horror of the islanders, one of their beloved scientists is found brutally stabbed to death. So now we're like stuck on an island together, and someone dies. So someone on the island killed that person. And then they learn the murder has been triggered by a lowering of the security system around the island, the only thing that was keeping the fog at bay. Oh, maybe it wasn't a murder. If the murder isn't solved, well, it was. If the murder isn't solved within 107 hours, the fog will smother the island and everyone on it. So we've got this mystery as well as this science fiction element. And the end papers are a map and the edges are printed. Like, this is a gorgeous book. I enjoyed The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. I was really glad that I buddy read that with someone. So I'm going to definitely be relying on my patrons when I read this one to talk about it with me as I'm reading, because I feel like I'm going to need that from what I've heard from other people as well. But it definitely is a genre blend. So it fits my prompt for this TBR. I had to get Post-its to keep writing what I would get here. So roll number 8. 2. Redo your last prompt. Okay, sweet. So number 7 is going to be something else. Oh, redo, like read it again. So another genre blend. I think maybe that's what it means. For roll number 8, I got genre blend again, and I am stretching this one just a bit. I'm stretching it because I'm picking Nothing But the Truth by Avi. This is a middle grade, which I know is not a genre. It's also a play, which again, plays are kind of a genre, right? It's also just a type of book. And then it is contemporary, I guess, historical. It doesn't say a year. I think it's contemporary. So I feel like a play could be a genre and contemporary is a genre and middle grade is a category, but we're counting it as a genre. So I'm counting this as a genre blend because here's why. Okay, at least we are more than halfway through now. Roll number 9. Oh my gosh. I mean, maybe take me to Vegas. I am rolling ones like crazy. Lowest rated. Yikes. Yep, for number 9, I got lowest rated, and this is my lowest rated middle grade book. So I did not want to pick my lowest rated adult book because it's chunker. I wanted something quick and easy since my TBR is getting out of hand. So I'm doubling up lowest rated and genre blend. Nothing But the Truth. It's almost comical at this point. Here we go. Roll number 10. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Comfort genre, or where does this go to? Any bingo prompt? So I need to take a look at the bingo prompts. I'm not sure what those are at the moment, but also DOG in the cover, in the title, and a hyped book. Can I find something that's a bingo prompt and DOG in the title and a hyped book? I'm determined to try to figure out what could fill all 3 of those in one book. I think I could do it. Okay, 10 did me in. This roll, I had to pick a bingo prompt. I also had to get in order to get dogs that I had passed along the way, I had to get D, O, and G in the title and a hyped book. So I'm maybe not super hyped compared to some others, but the bingo prompt that I picked is translated book, which was Beatrice's prompt. And the bingo board is just another option for playing TBRathon in January. DOG in the title and a hyped book. I decided to go with this one again. Welcome to the Hunam Dong, DOG, right in that word. It was hyped by the right circles. I've heard good things about it. I picked it up because I heard good things about it. So to me, it was hyped enough to me that I wanted to buy it and read it, right? That fits. I'm making it fit. And so it's translated because it's translated from Korean, DOG in the title, and a hyped book. All of those in one prompt, number 10, but it's also a debut, so it fit that other prompt earlier. I'm excited to read this one. So that's the next one. Okay, roll number 11. I just, 1, 2, 3, 4. I just don't want to get a 4. Did I just jinx it? I want a 5 or a 6 would be amazing. Oh my word. Okay, 3. 1, 2, 3. One of my 2025 goals, but also favorite trope. Let me see what I can come up with for that. For roll number 11, I got a 2025 goal and a favorite trope for the dog that I passed. So the book that I picked is The Words We Lost by Nicole Deese. This fits one of my goals, which I haven't even done a video about goals yet, but one of my goals is going to be to read more of the books off of my Christian fiction shelf, because I haven't really gone to that shelf very much in the last few years. since I created it. So I wanted to pick a book off of that shelf. And the favorite trope of mine, trope to me, I always think of romance books, but all kinds of books have tropes. So I think of it like a buzzword. When I hear a book has X, Y, and Z, it makes me want to read it. And so books about grief for sure make me want to read them. And I know that this has that. And also bookish books. This is also a very bookish book. So a book about books. So those two things are in here. I'm counting those as tropes. I don't know if that's like an official trope, but they're buzzwords for me. And I know that they're in here. 3 friends, 2 broken promises, 1 missing manuscript. As a senior acquisitions editor for Fog Harbor Books in San Francisco, Ingrid has rejected many manuscripts for lack of defined conflict and dramatic irony, 2 elements her current life possesses in spades. In the months following the death of her childhood best friend and international best-selling author Cecilia Campbell, Ingrid has not only lost her ability to escape into fiction due to a rare trauma response, but she's also desperate to find the closure she's convinced will come with Cecilia's missing final manuscript. On and on from there. So it's going to deal with this woman who's grieving the loss of her friend and struggling to find comfort in books like she used to. And then there's a bit of a romance in here as well with somebody that she kind of has an antagonistic relationship with. I just feel like it's going to make me sob, but also fulfill a goal of reading a little bit more Christian fiction. And I just think it's going to be so good. I've heard good things about Nicole Deese as an author. I've never read her before. So I'm eager to try with this one. Okay. As long as I don't get a 1, I'll be done. If I get a 2 or higher, oh, I'm letting it go. It fell out of my hand, but it's a 5. We're done. 11, guys. I thought I would get through that board with 7. That did not happen. Yikes. So overall, I think I did pretty good. Combining things, making it work. Have a couple that came from my other TBR, a couple that are definitely good fits for winter and the start of a new year, a couple that are going to make me cry, The Last Love Note and Words We Lost, a little sci-fi, a little cozy, a little middle grade, some mystery. Yeah, I'm very, very excited about this stack. So even though I got more prompts than I wanted to, had to do more rolls than I originally thought, I've seen people's TBRs that had a lot more than me. Leandra. So I think I did it. I think I ended up pretty good. I'm very pleased with this stack. Let me know if you're participating in TBRathon as well. Are you doing the game? Are you doing the bingo board? Are you doing the islandy one? I forget what that one is, but I would love to hear. And let me know about anything you think about these books. I would love to chat with you down in the comments as always. And if you're not feeling chatty, but want to let me know that you made it all the way to the end, I would love to have you put a little dog, since it was paws and bookshelves, put a little dog emoji in the comments. That just lets me know that you were here. I love seeing that. And it also helps ramp up the engagement on my videos, which is always helpful as well. So I appreciate you very much for being here, whether you comment or not. I'm so thankful for this being a part of my life again as we start another new year. I hope and pray that this is a wonderful year for you and that we all read loads of wonderful books. Thank you so much for being here. I look forward to chatting with you in another video very soon. Bye.